YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We're about to get into another reaction video. This one titled Worst Types of People, Introverts. Now, them being the worst type of people, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I do know they could be loners though. You feel me? Matter of fact, I used to think that I was an introvert. I used to, you know what I'm saying? And then found out that there's a term called omnivert, where you're introverted and extroverted at the same time. Like, you cool with going out, but you cool with your alone time too. You cool with being around people, but you cool with not being around people. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So we about to see what they talking about, man. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you be notified when I post new little content on the channel. Let's get into it, man.
I'm at the house 24/7. I don't like to socialize with people. I don't like being around a lot of people. None of that.
Us introverts got it hard, bruh. 34.8 thousand likes. And the video we just watched is some black guy being an incel talking about, I'll never get a girlfriend because I don't like talking to people. How the fuck does this have 890,000 likes? The reason why he struggles in social interactions is not because he's an introvert. He's a fucking coward.
That's probably some of the reasons I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, because I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to decipher people, get to know people. That's doing way too much, bro. I'm past all that, bro. I just rather be chilling.
See, bro, talking like he's in his 50s or something. He look like he probably in his early 20s, probably 19 or something. And he talking like he just through with life, gang. Through with trying to get to know people. He ain't even get to know nobody for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I feel like we all go through like a point of time where we, you know, we go through like this whole phase of you know, I guess emo. I guess that's what it's called, emo, like emo phase. But nah, you know what I'm saying? That type of mindset at 19, 20, 21, whatever. Nah, bruh. You know what I'm saying? He talking about being single forever, bruh. You just got out of high school, gang. You probably still in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, step outside, gang. It's a whole different world. It's a whole different world. That's crazy.
On my own. Of course I want to find somebody, but, you know, it ain't looking too good, my boy. It ain't looking too good.
Labeling yourself as an introvert could possibly be the worst thing you could do. You are not nonchalant, you are not mysterious, you are a loser. And let me explain. A lot of people are not good socially, and because they are not good, they make this assumption that because I can't talk to other people, that means I am an introvert by default. But if you analyze the words people use and how they
whole time, when stuff like when that's the case, like, when you feel like in social settings, like you can't talk to people, like you get uncomfortable talking to people, that only happens because you haven't talked to enough people. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get out there, you just start talking to people more, you start to feel more comfortable talking to people, and you'll start to realize that, all right, like, being outside and being around people isn't so bad. You know what I'm saying? You probably just feel like you can't talk to people because you haven't talked to enough people. Spark random conversations with random people. Ain't even gotta be deep. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even gotta be deep. It's small talk. You know what I'm saying? Small talk. But man, like that helps. That helps a lot with people dealing with social anxiety and when it comes down to like talking to people and being around people, you know?
choose to describe themselves. You can really see if they are a true introvert or there's someone who is just not good at something and makes the assumption that because I am bad, this is not for me. Here's the thing, you are a coward. I see so many people have conversations where I hate rich people. I will never be rich. But here's the thing, you're fucking broke. You are poor and I am poor and I am not dumb enough to lie to myself to pretend that, oh yeah, I'm an introvert because I'm bad at social skills. I hate rich people because I'm poor.
I don't like working out because it hurts.
You don't like working out?
Because it hurts. Yeah.
Oh,
because it hurts is crazy.
You need a You need somebody to help you with working out because it hurts. Oh,
Studies have shown that if you
Bruh. You know what I'm saying? But nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. It was this dude I went to high school with, right? You know what I'm saying? He was a super, super introverted guy. You know what I'm saying? Barely spoke, barely talked to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Kept in the corner. Like, he was one of those, like, social gatherings. Nah. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like none of that. And you could see it in his body language. Dude, for a year. You know what I'm saying? He was like that for a year. Next year, we ain't see him. We ain't know where he went. We ain't know nothing about him. He showed up again the following year after that, a totally different person, gang. He was like, he went to Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? He had to be around people 24/7. Talk to people 24/7. Be exposed to random people and random things 24/7. So by the time he came back to school, bro, he was a totally different dude. He was outgoing, funny. You know what I'm saying? He was getting girls. Before he wasn't getting no girls. Now he was getting girls. He wasn't afraid to talk to girls. Before he was afraid to talk to girls. Totally different person, gang. That's why I say you have to expose yourself, bro. You have to expose yourself. That's the only way that you probably gonna get out of this social anxiety, afraid to talk to people type thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even gotta be solely based on women, gang. It just be people in general. You know what I'm saying? Just talk, bro. It's okay. Just talk.
are an extrovert, you have a higher chance of getting a promotion, making more money, and being perceived by your peers significantly better than if you were an introvert. And this includes not how good you are at the job, but just how good your social skills are. It does not matter if you don't like to talk to other people. The guy in the video says he doesn't like to talk to other people, but then can't get a girlfriend. There's a contradiction of points. For some reason, he doesn't care, but he also can't get what he wants. That just means he's bad at it. It is a skill issue, and he's actively avoiding it by hiding under the shield that I am an introvert. Guess what? There are many things in life where you don't like to do them, but you must be good at it. You must know how to eat the right healthy foods for you. You must know how to talk to other people. We are social creatures. You must know how to walk. You must be a healthy, fit person. There are many things that even if you don't like to do it, it is very important.
Bro, I remember when I was working at GameStop. I think I told the story before. I was working at GameStop, bro, and we just introduced the credit card aspect. Like, we just introduced GameStop cards, right? So, as a G, I think, was I a G? I was a GA, a game advisor, right? It was my job to go to anybody who walked through them doors, gang, and try to get them a card. I would get them a game, help them with a game, and try to sell them a card. That was my job, bro. You know what I'm saying? At first, bro, I hated it. I could not stand it, bro. Because that means I would have to go up to people and I would have to sell them something. You know what I'm saying? I would have to fake like I am excited about this GameStop card, which I did not care about, bro. I didn't care whether or not you got a GameStop card or not. I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? You get a game, cool. You get a GameStop card, well, bro, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. But it was my job to do it. So we had a dude come from another store, showed us, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is how you do it. This is how you greet the customer. This is how you sell it. These are the talking points, whoop-de-whoop, right? First week, didn't do good at all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do good at all. Second week, started to get the hang of it. Third week, I was nailing it, bruh. Nailing it. And as the time was going on, I can feel my personality just start to change when it came down to talking to people, talking to random people. I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? I felt more outgoing. I felt energetic when I was talking to them. But at first, I wasn't like that, though. Like, week 1 compared to week 3, bruh, it was night and day. It's night and day, bro. Today, I could probably, I ain't even gonna say that because I'm not gonna sell a GameStop card. I could probably convince somebody, hey, you know, if you do this, you might, you know what I'm saying, it might be beneficial to you. But no, You know what I'm saying? No, I just don't care. I just don't care at this point. But my point is, bruh, you just have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Put up shots, get out there, bruh. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just do it.
If your main goal is to be happy. And in Buddhism, there's a very key point people always forget. Buddha was a prince, and while he was in the state of being one of the richest people ever, he walked to a fucking tree, meditated for days, and after being rich, he decided he denounces material wealth. You cannot denounce social environments, social situations if you yourself are not even good at it in the first place.
He would raise his son in royal splendor, surrounded by pleasure. Siddhartha wanted for nothing. He wore fine silks and earrings so heavy with jewels that the lobes of his ears permanently stretched. His days were full of fine food, parties, good company, and pleasures of all sorts.
There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I myself am an introvert, but I've learned the hard way that me sitting in the corner of the classroom has never benefited me whatsoever. I lose connections. I lose possible new experiences of becoming friends with people, but I stayed quiet because it was more comfortable. And I mean this down to the bottom of my heart. I do not like talking in front of crowds, audience. YouTube was a big push.
Bruh, I used to hate doing that, gang. I used to hate talking in front of crowds of people, bruh. I remember one time it was a report that I was supposed to do for my English class, right? My professor, she was like, hey, you know, we doing presentations. You know what I'm saying? We doing presentations. I wasn't expecting a presentation. I was just gonna, you know, just not do it. So she ended up calling me up. It was like, all right, you know, tell us about what you got. Bro, I had to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I had to freestyle. Mind you, I'm sitting in front of, it was like a community college, so it wasn't like a huge class. But it was like, you know what I'm saying, it was a pretty decent size, bro. And I had to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I had to freestyle a book that I barely read. You know what I'm saying? Give off some talking points to try to convince people that I read this book. But nobody believed I read the book. She didn't believe I read the book. But I went up there, you know what I'm saying? I made her laugh. I made them laugh. You know, I was, you know what I'm saying? But overall, bro, I didn't read the book. You know what I'm saying? They didn't believe me. I failed. I failed. You know what I'm saying? So, but talking, I would say like what really helped me as far as like talking in front of people, talking in front of like a group of people was YouTube, bruh. Like when I started streaming, when I started posting gaming content, I got more comfortable with talking in front of a camera. You know what I'm saying? Because I know like it may be a lot of people that watch this video. It may be a little bit of people that watch the video. Either way, it's going to be more than one person that watched the video. You know what I'm saying? So after doing that so many times, bro, you just it kind of helps with, you know, real life talking in front of people. You know, so that was one thing that did help me though, for sure. That was one thing that did help me. But but back then, bro, I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Heart beating, palms sweaty, you know what I'm saying? All that, bro. But I would have to do it. I had to fake like I did it. That's why I feel like I was always an omnivert to begin with. But in my mind, I just think I was an introvert. You know what I'm saying?
Point, and I have actually competed in competitions where I have won money, came out as #1 because I knew it was the uncomfortable option, talking in front of a giant live audience, and this came with practice. I was never good at it. I would walk and search up tongue twisters online. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers in. I would practice until I couldn't. Labeling yourself as an introvert is the biggest disadvantage you could have in the world. You can be an introvert, but choosing the identity that I am introverted allows you to give excuses to hold yourself back. Because I'm an introvert, I'm not going to talk to that pretty person. Because I'm an introvert, I am not going to make the connection. Instead, I will wait and wait until someone comes up to me. Here's the thing, there is an over-reliance on introverts needing to be friends with extroverts, because if you're an introvert and you're in a room with another introvert, what's gonna happen? Nothing is going to happen unless that person has courage and social skills.
I'm at the house 24/7. I don't like to socialize with people. I don't like being around a lot of people. None of that.
And most of the time, you have given yourself the excuse that I'm not needing to try because this is who I am. Break the mental block. If we watch the comments, the video, oh yeah, kind of scary. I want to build a family, but at this rate, I don't know, bro. Just don't want to end up lonely. You are not an introvert. You are just bad at talking to people. If you were good, would you actually stay introverted or have introverted tendencies? Absolutely not. And the more I read the comments, the more depressing things get. No one even checks up on you except for mom. You just be chilling alone. Introverts are cowards, and it's not actual introverts, but the people who use introverts as a shield. The reason why nobody fucking checks up on you is because you don't provide anything. You expect someone to have and start a conversation with you. What if you were the person that checks up on other people and maybe they will reciprocate the same energy? I fucking hate introverts, and not actual introverts, but the people who use introverts as a shield. Maybe do not go and attack the world in the perspective of I deserve. Why is it that nobody's checking up on me? Why is it that I'm so alone? I just want to not talk to people. If you don't want to talk to people, do not expect other people to be wildly and magically interested in you. That doesn't make sense. And here's the thing, okay? Many of my videos have been talking about the importance of identity. Identity is the thing that leads you towards your actions. If I view myself as an Asian person, I will have this weird gravitational pull to drink more boba, play Valorant, play League of Legends, because that is the expectations I put onto myself. And if you label yourself as an introvert, you give yourself expectations, and because this is how I should act, I will act this way.
That's probably some of the reasons I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, because I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to decipher.
Labeling yourself as an introvert has significantly more negatives than there are positives. And at the very worst, you can label yourself as an omnivert, where it's like, you know, sometimes I'm extroverted, sometimes I'm introverted. Thank you for watching. There's significantly more about how to articulate.
Yeah, like being an introvert, bruh, I feel like that's like you said, it's like an excuse, like a coping mechanism, bruh. Like there's actually people who are actually like extroverts. I mean, I say extroverts, introverts, right? They're introverted, right? That's the actual thing. But at the same time, bro, you can also, you know what I'm saying, just step out of that comfort zone and step out of that mindset, you know what I'm saying, and actually get out there and just start, you know what I'm saying, just start communicating with people, bruh. You know, you feel like you're gonna be single for the rest of your life because you in the house 24/7, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You all whack 100 24/7. You don't like to talk to people. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It can be draining for sure. You know what I'm saying? I get that for sure. It can be draining. When I'm in social gatherings, bruh, after a while, it's like I gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. Depending on who I'm with, what I'm doing, all these things play a factor too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be like, bruh, I'm trying to stay in a house. I'm trying to just, you know what I'm saying, play my game, bro. I'm trying to play some RPGs, you know what I'm saying? I might play like a little Wukong, I might play some Forza, I might play something, you know what I'm saying? Just to nerd out for a little bit, just to nerd out. But for the most part, bro, like I'm socializing, you know what I'm saying? When I'm at work, I'm socializing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to people. I'm trying to get to know people, backstories. When I'm talking to the doctors and the surgeons, I'm talking to the nurses, I'm talking to the circulators, I'm talking to I mean, even the patients, bro. I mean, I spark up a conversation with a patient, bro, just to wrap them up. Be like, hey, man, what's your favorite football team, man? You been watching the game with the whoop? Chop it up like that, bro. You know, like, try to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just know that it works for me. That's what worked for me. And then it helped me in the whole socializing area of my life. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's times, like I said before, where I want to just sit in the house and play video games. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool. Have your little moment. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But don't let that become your identity. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be the end all be all, bruh. Because it's not. It's not. That's going to be it for the video, man. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you be notified when I post new lit content on the channel. Until next time, man. Deuces.